Welcome back, Stalkers. Dr. Wiki here, and today we're continuing our journey through the zone in Radiophobia, a total conversion mod for Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl that ramps up the difficulty with new storylines, enhanced visuals, and a tougher survival mechanic. It's a whole new level of challenge, and we're just getting started. In the previous episodes, we made some significant progress. We recovered a thumb drive and dynamite from bandits, checked in with Sidorovich, and learned more about STALKER, our elusive target. Since then, we've been tasked with heading to the Agroprom Research Institute, but not without some serious obstacles in our path. We navigated military checkpoints, scoured stashes, and fought off mutants while ensuring we were well equipped for what lies ahead. Teaming up with Woodpecker, we secured more supplies while battling radiation and dangerous anomalies. After rescuing Fox from a pack of blind dogs, we got a new lead from his brother, Siri, who pointed us towards someone with more information about S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Now, with unfinished business in Cordon, new challenges await us in Garbage. We're gearing up for another dangerous trek north. Stay sharp, because the zone won't go easy on us. If you're enjoying the series, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to stay updated. Your support helps keep this journey going. Let's jump back in. Today we're starting out in Cordon, fresh from our first eventful experience in Garbage, where the Outlaws are making a strong push into the area. We've got some loot to offload to Sidorovich, which will hopefully get us some much needed equipment upgrades. I'd love to get my hands on a headlamp, a gas mask, and a set of binoculars, but we'll have to see what he's got available. We also have a bit of unfinished business further south, past the Rookie Village. Fox asked us to retrieve some documents he stashed near the military cordon, and we still need to check in with the stranger in the Red House. By backtracking a little, we'll have a stronger foothold for what's coming next as we move forward into Agroprom Research Facility. We might even pick up a little more help from the village. We're gonna need it if we hope to stay alive during our trek through the bandit-ridden Garbage.
Говори.
With another follower by our side, we'd be better equipped for larger engagements if we encounter resistance along the way. But first, it was time to head into Sidorovich's den to see what kind of money and gear we could scrounge up. Unfortunately, the only item from our list that he had available was the binoculars, but the extra provisions and supplies will definitely come in handy. We'll have to check back later for more gear. Before we take on Fox's mission, we need to check in with the stranger in the Red House. And since we'll be sneaking into the military cordon, I'll be going in alone.
Что нужно, Сталкер?
To keep these two rookies out of harm's way, I leave them in one of the cellars and make my way toward the cordon. We crept forward, keeping low and silent. The military patrols were close, and getting caught here wouldn't end well. With a quick scan through the binoculars, we spotted a sentry in the distance. No direct path here. We need to stay in the shadows. As we moved, we tossed a few bolts ahead to check for mines. The zone wasn't just about avoiding the obvious threats. There were always hidden dangers lurking beneath the surface. The case was in our hands now. Securing it had gone smoothly, but getting out wouldn't be so easy. We had to move carefully, knowing the military was never far behind. Suddenly a shout. They had spotted us. We ducked behind cover, heart racing, knowing they'd be closing in. We couldn't let them catch us now. After a tense few moments, we pulled out the binoculars to scan the area. No sign of them. We'd slipped away for now. We moved quickly, knowing we'd just avoided a close call. The zone wasn't forgiving, and the military wouldn't let up if they caught sight of us again. With the military documents in hand, it was time to check on the stranger's missing friend north of the railway embankment. Moving back and forth through the military squeeze, I decided to use the tunnel. Although it was filled with anomalies, the cost and supplies to patch ourselves up if we were hit wouldn't be too high. If we went through the break in the fence in the north, like we did before, we'd burn through a lot of anti-radiation supplies, something we couldn't afford to take for granted. The tunnel would give us a safer route to the north, allowing us to collect what needed to be collected and return to the rookie village for our rewards. Once back, we'd gather the troops again and make one last pass through the tunnel before heading on to garbage to pick back up where we had left off. The last known location of the stranger's friend was at this abandoned church. It didn't seem like much was happening here, almost too quiet. It was dark inside, making it hard to see anything.
Слышь, браток!
I'm sure it was difficult for you to spot too, but that was our first encounter with a fracture. A twisted blend of mutant and man. Thankfully, our double barrel was enough to stop it in its tracks, but unfortunately, the zone had claimed the stranger's friend. But the guitar and belongings left behind would at least bring some closure. Now it's time to head back, once again through the tunnel, and return to the rookie village to collect our reward and rally the stalkers we'd gathered for the next push. The mentor was pleased with the recovery of the guitar. For payment, he gave us another set of binoculars, which we could sell off since we already had a pair now. But what was really valuable, especially in radiophobia, was a dosimeter. This will help us keep out of trouble, as anomalies are harder to spot from a distance with the naked eye. The dosimeter would alert us to any anomalies so we can avoid them. Now that we're back at camp, it's a good time to check in with Sidorovich, finish Fox's task, and get these documents we snagged from the military cordon back into his hands. While we're here, we'll take another look at his supplies and see if there's anything from our list that we can pick up before heading north again. This time, we got lucky. Sidorovich had both a gas mask and a headlamp in stock. Even though his prices are, as usual, less than fair, these are essential pieces of gear. Not just for survival, but for continuing deeper into the zone. With business wrapped up, it's time to head north and face whatever challenges the zone has waiting for us. With the dust finally settled, the silence felt too heavy. After waiting for what felt like an eternity, neither Woodpecker nor Gasser showed up. It was a hard pill to swallow, knowing I couldn't keep them alive when the bandits jumped us. The least I could do was show them a bit of respect before moving on. A small gesture of honor for their time in the zone.
Військові збираються накрити групу крота. Нам потрібна допомога. Чорт! Це військовий десант! Наші!
Upon arrival to Agroprom, we were greeted by a loner who informed us that Mole's group was under assault by the military. If we have any hope of getting more leads on S.T.A.L.K.E.R, we're going to have to get involved. With what's left of Mole's men safe from the military assault, Mole shows his appreciation by taking us to a place that will lead us to S.T.A.L.K.E.R's hideout. The tunnels beneath Agroprom are a dangerous cesspool of mutants, anomalies, and bandits. If we want to reach his lair, we'll have to fight through hell to get there. Who knows what we'll uncover if S.T.A.L.K.E.R's lair really lies deep within Agroprom. My gut tells me the military won't take this assault very lightly. So we're sure to be on the wrong side of the barrel here in Agroprom when it comes to the military. But we still have unfinished business at the military complex to the southwest, where we'll recover the documents Sidorovich tasked us with retrieving and delivering to the barkeep at the 100 Rads bar in Rostock. What information these documents hold is anyone's guess, but one thing is clear. Our journey north must continue. All the answers we seek lie with S.T.A.L.K.E.R once we finally catch up to him. As we prepare to take on the military complex and journey deeper into the zone, one thing is certain. We're headed straight into the heart of danger, where we uncover the secrets of S.T.A.L.K.E.'s lair, or will we be claimed by the zone? Thanks for watching, Stalkers. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on the journey. Your support helps keep us pushing deeper into the zone. Let us know in the comments what you think lies in S.T.A.L.K.E.'s lair and what challenges you think we'll face next. This has been Dr. Wiki, and until next time, get out of here, Stalker.